there, I'm Lena. So we're going to do a sequence to open and release the hips. Grab a cushion, grab a towel. You may need it when we move into some of the positions. So just getting what you need, any props you need to just keep yourself nice and comfortable to help your body to release just a bit more. And as always, just listen to what your body needs. Recognise the difference between discomfort and pain, okay? If you want to challenge yourself, then challenge yourself. If you need to take it back a step or two, then take it back a step or two. Lovely. So we're going to start off by bringing the soles of the feet together. So bringing the soles of your feet together. So what we're doing is taking the feet, the legs are like a diamond shape. We're taking the feet fairly far apart. And if you like, they can remain like so. Or when we move on, when we just take a few more breaths, you can bring your feet in so they're a bit closer. So go with what works for you. Remember, if you wish to, just use a cushion to prop yourself up. Really nice way of bringing length into the body and creating space within the body, which will also help you to optimise your breath, optimise your breathing. So back to our original position with your arms behind you. Just really, as much as possible, just keeping that spine nice and long, and maybe you might want to start just engaging, of course, or drawing your belly button towards your spine. And just feeling that connection as your heels connect, the soles of your feet connect, and your toes connect also. So just taking a few breaths in this position. So we're breathing through the nose, back of neck nice and long, so it's a gentle tucking of the chin. Just taking a few breaths here. And just allowing your hands, your arms to support you and keeping that spine nice and long and keeping your shoulders relaxed as well. Just breathing through the nose. Allowing your legs to remain. Your feet can remain exactly where they are. Or you can bring them a little closer, and again your arms can remain where they are, which again is quite a nice way of just really allowing the front line of the body to open. Or you can have your hands placing them on your feet, or wherever feels right for you, and we're going to just take a few more breaths. Now, still with the feet together, we're going to make our way onto our backs into supta, baddha konasana. As you lie in this position, I want you to just check in with your hips and just maybe notice how they feel right now. Now, the hips is where the hips can be quite tight. Our lifestyles, even healthy pursuits like cycling, walking, running, can leave the hips and the hamstrings quite tight, can leave the body quite closed. And of course the hips are connected to emotions as well, and sometimes it's those hidden emotions which can really cause tension in the hips, the lower body, and in different parts of the body. So taking this moment where you just tune in and just noticing how your hips feel in this moment. Now again, if you need to pop cushions or towels or a bolster under your legs just to allow the tension to ease away, just taking the pressure, tension off your legs, then please feel free to. Equally, straighten your legs. If this isn't the position that works for you, then please just straighten your legs and just allow your feet to fall to either side. But what we're doing is really tuning in to the hips and just kind of taking a moment to notice how they are, what's happening for you right now. And as well as the hips, just allowing your shoulders to relax, just allowing the whole of your spine, every vertebrae, to release onto your mat. Pelvic tilt, where you draw your belly button towards your spine and you press your lower back into your mat as well. Placing one hand on your belly, the other hand on the centre of your chest, your energetic heart space. And I want you to take a moment here where you simply connect with your breath. As you breathe through your nose, and with your hands gently resting on your body, it just allows, as well as for that connection with you, physical connection, it just allow you to really experience the rise and the fall as you simply breathe in and breathe out. And perhaps as you're lying in this position, you might want to just take a moment to honour you and the time that you've given yourself to be here today. Wonderful. Releasing your arms alongside your body, or taking them as wide as they need to be to allow your shoulders to relax. Again, the shoulders is where a part of the body where we hold a lot of tension, including myself. And what you're going to do is place your feet, the soles of your feet, on your mat. And I want you to take a moment here to just allow your feet to fully connect, feeling the weight evenly distributed, the soles, the mounds, and your toes. Lovely. Take another moment here where you just create some space between your toes, so just raising your toes, and then just placing them down. At the same time again, drawing navel towards your spine, pelvic tilt, lengthening tailbone. Your hands are palms down, and spreading your fingers. And let's take a breath here. So we're going to pressing your feet into your mat, and then you're going to take an inhale and start to raise your body off your mat, keeping your belly nice and soft. If you hold tension in the glutes, then just naturally trying to relax them, and taking a few breaths here in setu, bandhasana, or bridge. Lovely. And just slowly releasing your body onto your mat, returning to our neutral position. And let's inhale, knees towards chest. Let's just give the back a little massage. So we're going to circle in both directions. And as you can see here, I'm not interlacing my fingers. My knees are apart. And this is just a really nice way of giving the body space, creating space within your body. And again, for me, it's a really nice way of keeping my shoulders relaxed. Lovely, coming back to centre, coming back to neutral, and just allowing your feet to release onto your mat. Arms again are alongside your body. Pressing hands, pressing feet into mat. You're going to inhale, lifting your body off your mat. So we're back in bridge, back in setu bandhasana. So as I said, this is really about the focus here for this sequence is about working on the hips. Inhaling, you're going to raise your arms so they're in line with your legs. Your palms are facing down. And again, just allowing any of those parts of your body where you hold tension to really just soften. Lovely. And perhaps you might want to take your hands higher. And as you can see, my fingers, I'm spreading my fingers and maybe bringing some movement into your wrists, into your fingers, circling in both directions. Perhaps you tap away at a computer. Perhaps you have a device, you use a device regularly, or again, anything else that might leave the body closed. So just bringing space into the whole of the body. Now remember, you can rest whenever you wish to. So you can take your body down if you wish to, or you can take your arms overhead, keeping your body in the air and taking a few more breaths. Wonderful. Inhaling, arms, fingers pointing skywards, and then we're going to take them down. So just allowing them to just land beside the legs. And again, consciously softening any parts of your body if you need to, releasing your hands and then releasing your body onto your mat. Lovely. We're going to inhale, knees towards chest. And I want you to just give yourself, so this time we're going to raise the head. So raising your head, and we're going to just give ourselves a bit of a hug. And here you might be just creating a bit of tension, not too much. And you raise your head towards your knees. So just feeling the difference in this position, and then when you relax your head, relax your shoulders, and then just maybe just placing your hands, returning them, whatever will give your body the space that it needs. And from here, again working, it's a really nice way of just kind of releasing the back, but also we're working with the hips, so bringing your knees together and then just allowing them to flow apart. So a nice circular motion here. You can do it freestyle, like so. So just allowing your body to really move with your breath. You're allowing your body to flow. Simply go into your personal edge. And so, bringing those knees together again. And this time what we're going to do is take the legs apart. So going as far as it feels comfortable for you. The position of your hands, you thread your hands through the middle, and then you're going to allow them to land either on the sides of your feet, could be your ankles, it could be your legs. What you're working with again is that if you place your hands on your feet and you're holding tension in your shoulders, then please just take it down a step or two. So taking a few breaths here. So the soles of your feet are pointing upwards. This is ananda balasana, or happy baby as it's known. So just allowing your body to move from side to side for a moment and then coming back to centre, taking a few breaths there, and with each breath just visualising your body just releasing just a bit more. And again, back of neck nice and long, so just tucking the chin slightly. Lovely, and let's release. So releasing the soles of your feet onto your mat, returning them to earth, returning them to the ground. Placing your right leg, so your right leg is bent, and you're going to place your leg, placing your right leg on your left. Wonderful. Okay, placing your hands on your hips and just taking a few breaths here. Now your foot might be by your knee. You might want to take it deeper, keeping that foot flexed. Taking a few breaths here. Breathing through the nose. Wonderful. So your leg remaining, your right leg remaining where it is, and then from here we're going to raise the left. So raising your left leg. You might want to straighten that leg as well. So you can keep it bent or you can straighten. Wonderful. Let's bring movement into the foot. So circling, flexing, pointing, spreading your toes, giving your body space. Now, if you wish to, you can take this further by raising your head. So raising your head and taking a few breaths there. So it depends on how deep you want to take it. Lovely, and let's release. Releasing your left foot. And then let's just take it from side to side. So just allowing your legs to land. Doesn't really matter which side you start with because we'll be moving in both directions. But just allowing your head to move in the opposite direction. Lovely, let's inhale to centre and then take it over to the other side. So releasing to the other side, taking your head in the opposite direction. Lovely. And making your way back to centre, back to your neutral position. And let's swap legs. So placing your left on your right. Placing your hands on your hips. And just taking a few breaths. Breathing through the nose. Raising your right leg this time. Keeping that leg bent, or you can straighten. Let's bring movement into that foot. freeing the feet, giving our feet, our toes some space, so spreading your toes, moving in both directions, recognising the difference, what's happening in your leg as you flex and you point your toes away from you. Trying as much as possible to keep your shoulders relaxed, especially if this is where you hold tension. And then from here, you can take it higher, threading your arms, threading your left arm through. Wonderful, and taking it a little higher. Wonderful, and just allowing both your legs to, wonderful, we're going to, releasing your leg, so releasing your right foot, and then we're going to take it, again, moving from one side to the other, so taking your head in the opposite direction. And learning to fully optimise your breath, or you're breathing through your belly and taking that breath all the way up, will really help your body release. Will also instill a sense of calm. Will allow your body to open, which will allow your body to feel nourished as well. So taking it in the other direction, just allowing your legs to land where they will. Wonderful, and now we're coming back to centre. Placing both your legs, placing the soles of your feet on your mat, and let's just shift from side to side again. So just pulsing from one side to the other, and again move at the pace that works for you. Taking your head in the opposite direction to your legs, or really just to allow a deepening of the movement. So again, if it's not what your body needs, then that's completely fine. Listen to what your body needs always, taking it from side to side. And that's one more time, that side. Wonderful. So from here, we're going to make our way up to seated. So giving you two options here. You can turn to the side, use your hands to support you to sitting up. Or if you want to give your spine a little self-massage, which I rather like, bringing your knees towards your chest, and you're going to just move up, back and forth. A nice playful action here. Wonderful, just one more. And let's come up to seated. Lovely. So let's just take a moment. So sitting in sukhasana, cross-legged, or any position that works for you. And I want you to just take a moment to just tune into your body. Honouring yourself as you are in this present moment. Wonderful. So just taking a moment here. In stillness. Just bringing your focus inwards just for a moment or two. I often find closing my eyes or adopting a soft gaze is a really nice way of just shutting out all the distractions, all the external stuff, which will then allow you to get a sense of what's happening internally. Lovely. So let's straighten the legs. So straightening the legs, and as I said, remember, please feel free to use something to prop yourself up, and it can make a massive difference actually when you perch on the edge of a cushion or towels or yoga blocks. Then what it does is really just immediately create space and length in the body, sitting upright, so really feeling into your sit bones here. Okay, so you might want to experiment with something propping yourself up, but equally just take it away when you don't need it, which I may well do. Okay, so again, the feet are nice and active here. Your toes are pointing upwards, so your legs are nice and active, but feet are also active because they're flexed, toes pointing upwards. So let's start off, so let's go back to the right side. You can move this way. And you're going to bend that leg. So bending your leg, placing the sole of your foot against your thigh. Wonderful. And again, you might want to use your hands to support you and just lift yourself up. So really feeling into those sit bones. So maybe here you might not need a cushion. So really bringing length into your spine. Lovely. So at the moment we're turned, we're turned between the legs. And what you're going to do is turn towards your extended leg. You're going to raise your arms and you're going to exhale. So you're leading with your heart. So what you're doing is folding yourself in half and you allow your hands to land where they will. That could be your toes. It could be your feet. Wonderful. It could be your legs. So what you're doing is really working on just letting go of tension as much as possible and taking a few breaths here. Janu sirsana. Wonderful. Let's inhale up. And so still adopting the same position. So you can remain here if you wish to, or you can place your foot, your leg, your right leg on your extended leg. Okay? So you might find that place it wherever feels comfortable. It might be close to the hips. It might be somewhere in between. Take a few breaths here. So as I said, this is about really just working on releasing the hips as much as possible. And this might be, you might find this beneficial if you're a runner, if you're a cyclist. Really good way of just really letting go of tension. Let's bend the leg. And we're going to shift from side to side. So this is actually an alternative to pigeon pose as well, when you're like so. So you're taking it from side to side. Wonderful. Remember to have your cushion towels at hand if you need to. And then what we're going to do is just make our way into whatever seated position works for you. Okay. I'm going to perch. Lovely. Taking a moment in stillness. Lovely for releasing the hips. So you might want half lotus, you might want cross-legged position, you might want full lotus, bandhasana log. Your legs are straight, but we're just going to take a few moments and actually maybe just adopting a mudra. So the thumb and index finger connecting is gyan mudra. Breathing from here, taking it all the way up. Exhaling down. Wonderful. And we're going to do the same on the other side, but before we do that, just extending your legs, giving them a shake, and maybe just shifting your feet from side to side. And what we're going to do is do the same, repeat the same action on the other side. And again, it's always good to notice the difference between either side of your body. This is my less malleable side, shall we say. And that's totally fine. It's about this awareness. It's just about simply being aware. And again, just raising up. So raising your bum, raising your sit bones. As you place yourself down, you immediately create length in your spine, drawing your navel towards your spine, lifting shoulders towards ears as you take an exhale, just allowing them to release. So here I really feel that I've created space within my body. Turning to the side, leg nice and active. Let's extend arms into the air and then exhaling into a nice, just bringing your body forwards, leading with your heart. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. If you place them here and you're holding tension, take it back. Take a few breaths here. Wonderful. Let's come up to seated. So returning that, bringing length into the spine, crown of head, towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And again, so you can remain here if you wish, or you can place your foot on your right leg. Now, as much as possible, try not to force, keeping that foot flexed is a really nice way of taking tension off your ankle. So again, allowing your leg to land where it will without feeling the need to force it. I'm going to take a few breaths here. So as I said, this is definitely my side that is less malleable. There's more tension my left side than there is in my right. So just taking a few breaths here. And maybe just closing your eyes and just allowing your body to just let go as you feel into this. Feel into whatever might be coming up for you. Wonderful. Bending that leg. So again, just be mindful of your ankle, and we're going to take it from side to side. Lovely. And then making your way into the seated position that works for you. Taking a few breaths there. And this time, placing your hand, one hand on your belly, the other hand on your heart space. Just allow yourself to experience the rise and the fall, again, as you inhale and you exhale. Wonderful, and let's release, letting go, releasing your legs, giving them a shake. And actually, a really nice time just to just give the legs a bit of a self-massage. So, starting just underneath your sit bones, taking it all the way down, and actually focus on those parts of your body where you hold tension. Those parts of your body that feel like they really need a bit of TLC, a bit of self-care. So taking it up, taking it down, the front, the back. Take time to do this, like apply a bit of a nice oil, a massage oil, or not any oil, but an oil that will kind of just really help you to just kind of really feel into your body a bit more. So where are those areas that you feel tightness? Where do you hold tension? Is it your IT band? Is it your hamstrings? Is it your calves? And maybe just a tapping action as well. Tap, 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 tap. Wonderful. Okay, so coming back to our cross-legged position. And this time what we're going to do is to, again, we've gone back to the right side. And so what we're going to do is just release the hips a bit more. Cradling the baby as it's known. So here my foot is connecting with my the crease in my elbow. But if you wish to, if that doesn't feel okay for you, then you can rest your foot in your hand and just shifting from side to side. So go with what works for you. And with each breath, just visualize your body just opening, releasing just a little more. Wonderful. So taking that leg down, allowing that leg to release. And let's repeat the same on the other side. Be careful of forcing your ankle. I remember being taught that about my yoga teacher about, the ankle being quite malleable, so you can really force it into positions, but you don't want to do that. So be kind to your body. Show your body some care and self-love. Shifting from side to side. Wonderful. So this one has been one that's been, in the main, it's been floor-based. We've been seated most of the time. So I will share another video where we're kind of maybe doing a bit more standing, some more standing positions like high lunge and low lunge and that sort of thing, and other ones as well. Lovely. And then just allowing that leg, allowing your leg to land, straightening both your legs now. Well, not quite, just extending them rather than straightening them. And again, we're going to just shift from side to side. Sometimes it's the simplest, uncomplicated movements that can make a huge difference to the body. So shifting from side to side. Wonderful. And what you might want to do is just allow your legs to land, and then just allow your body to extend as well. So taking it right the way down, like so. Taking a moment. Wonderful. Making your way up, and then we're going to take it over to the other side. So allowing your legs to land on the other side, and then just allowing the top half of your body to land as well. Taking a moment. Lovely. And making your way onto your back. So we're returning to supta baddha, bringing this practice is coming to a close. So this is something that you can add to, you know, I've done other short sequences as well. So you can sort of mix and match, as it were. And before we lie down and just finish off with 3-part breath, durgha pranayama, which is one of my favourite breaths because it's just, I find it so beneficial. You know, if you like what you see, then please do subscribe subscribe to my channel, and you know, a thumbs up, a like, a comment, requests, absolutely fine. And so making your way onto your back, so returning to the position that we started with, bringing your feet together. And again, if this doesn't feel okay for you, remember you can use cushioning, propping yourself, just allowing your body to just kind of really it will allow your hips to relax. And again, tuning in, just noticing how you feel. How do your hips feel now in comparison to the beginning of your practice, for instance? The beginning of the time that we had together. Placing your hands on your belly with just your middle fingers touching. Wonderful. Taking some breaths. So what you're aiming for is for your inhalations and exhalations to be of the same length. And again, just tucking, gentle tucking action of the chin so the back of your neck is nice and long. Durgha pranayama you can do lying down. You can do it before you go to bed. You can do it sitting in a chair. Whenever you feel that you need a reset. Maybe you feel that you've kind of lost a connection with yourself. So I think the benefits of just gently placing your hands on different parts of the body is really important. Soothing. Where you really connect with your breath and the rise and the fall as you inhale and exhale. And taking your hands higher now so they're resting on your rib cage. Guiding your breath from your belly, taking that breath all the way up. Feeling the expansion to the sides of your rib cage. And taking your hands to the final position where they're just resting on your chest. Fingertips connecting with your collarbone. for releasing your arms onto your mat, alongside your body. And just making your way up to seated. Or you can remain in, you can just take a few moments in Savasana if you wish. And thank you so much. And until the next time, Namaste. Stay well. Take care.